Hey everyone, GamerJlee here, and joining me as always is
Insane Matt.
Yes, and today is a very special video because we just had PlayStation experience happen the other day.
Yes, and some exciting stuff and some things I'm a little concerned about, but we'll get into that later.
Right, now this is going to be probably a pretty quick video because I'm on the edge of passing out. We literally just streamed from 9 o'clock until 4 o'clock in the morning.
You got this, man.
And
I'm rooting for you.
I want to go to bed, but I wanted to do this video for you guys. Originally, I was going to do a bunch of individual videos, but I thought it would be better to do one giant video because there was so much good news that came out.
Yeah.
So basically, I just took some highlights and put them in here as notes. But let's start off with the first thing they showed off, which was Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
And with this game, Jordan messaged me right away. I was asleep at the time, so I didn't read your message.
Yes.
And he's just putting X, X, X. I was like, what the fuck? And I scrolled up a little bit, and I see X in the thumbnail,
yeah.
Mega Man X, and I was like freaking the fuck out.
Yeah. And
for you guys that don't know, X is like one of my favorite characters of all time.
Right.
I actually like X more than actual Mega Man.
Right.
So.
And the thing about the whole, this has been rumored for about a week now. It's been talked about. Maximilian has done a lot of research and videos on this. And, he's debunked that it was not going to be, number 4, that it was going to be something else.
Like a reboot?
Right, like a reboot. And now it's going to be like a 2v2 with maybe an assist character. That's the main theory right now. Now, the thing for me is that I'm looking forward to this because I liked, Marvel vs. Capcom 1, Marvel vs. Capcom 2. The only reason why I liked Marvel vs. Capcom 3 wasn't the gameplay, really, but the character list that they had in, like Wesker, Deadpool, like those were major things for me.
Yeah, the character list was great.
The thing with Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 was it was so easy to get like one-hit infinites.
That game had no counterplay to it, and I hated that.
Right.
Because you could literally just do an infinite combo and just chain that over and over again without you won't be able to do anything. Right. And you would just lose right away, and it was really annoying.
Right, so hopefully they do a lot better this time around. I'm going to be definitely checking out the game. I'm sure that Matt will, either by watching some footage or coming over to my house and playing it unless he gets the game, which basically depends on if it's any good.
Yeah, and honestly, like, if any of you guys have the same feelings as we do about number 3, I would wait until you purchase it.
Right.
Because I don't want another Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
And speaking of Marvel vs. Capcom 3, right after that, they announced that you can get Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 on the PlayStation 4. Now, I don't know how I feel about this after everything that's happened with Street Fighter 5, and I don't know how the input lag is, like the same problem was with Street Fighter 4 whenever it got ported over to the PS4. There was technical issues, lag issues, connection issues.
Shoot.
I don't know how I feel about Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I'll have to see myself. I downloaded it just because I want to check it out because I did pick up a PlayStation 4 Pro and I'm giving Matt my old PS4.
Yeah. If you want to check out the stream, that should be going up eventually, right?
Yes, it will be going up.
Yeah, it'll be going up. You could see my official raw reactions when he told me he got it for me. Originally, before he actually told me he got me the PS4, he gave me a PSN card.
And I'm just like,
and
I got this for you.
And I was like, okay. And I was like, I don't have a PS4. He's like, yeah, you do. I was like, what? No, I have an Xbox. And he's like, well, you have a PS4 now.
Yeah. So honestly though, like now they have a variety of fighting games from the Capcom banner, and that's the thing that kind of worries me is that, I've seen so many people basically be Capcom fanboys where it's like, unless it's a Capcom seal of approval, we won't fucking play it. Like Mortal Kombat XL is an amazing game with amazing characters and amazing, everything.
I'm just happy they brought that to PC.
Right. They finally brought it to PC, but the thing is that everyone wants a good Marvel fighter, and Street Fighter 5 was kind of a failure, which, speaking of which, We're getting another season's pass for fucking Street Fighter 5.
Oh my god.
Lovely. And the first thing they friggin' announced for this new Street Fighter 5 season pass is Matt's favorite character.
You know, when we talked about doing this video,
Yeah.
I was gonna rip Capcom a new one. But at this moment, I really don't have the energy.
Right. Well.
So I'm just gonna give them my honest feelings right now.
Okay.
What the fuck are you doing? Why are you making Akuma... Why are you putting Akuma in a season's pass when he should have been in the fucking game in the first place? Why did you say, oh, Akuma's gonna be an exclusive to Tekken? And now you're putting in Akuma in a fucking season's pass. Tekken gets him for free. We have to pay for Akuma. That's not fair. Akuma has always been in Street Fighter ever since Street Fighter 2, I believe.
Yes, I'm pretty.
Street Fighter 2
Street
or
Fighter
Turbo.
1 was just Ryu.
Yeah. What the fuck? I'm so pissed. Why do I have to buy the season's pass to play my favorite character?
No, here's the other thing. You know that like they've done this with a lot of good characters in the last season's pass, right? Guile was in the fucking DLC.
Right, that's not okay.
Like, you're taking mainstream characters that people care about and putting them as DLC.
What you're doing is you're taking advantage of your fan base.
Right. And, you know, it's like we said in that video the other day. It's like, you expect these characters to be in the game. It's like if, oh, hey, just so you guys know, Master Chief will be in the next Halo. Holy shit, you know.
You know, now that I think about it, that's why they changed Akuma's hairstyle.
Why?
Because, oh, he looks so cool now, so it's going to make people really want to buy the season's pass now.
Well, the thing is that they've been trying to change it up. I can tell that they're trying to go with the new art style and change things up with characters.
I kind of like it.
Like Ken looks totally different nowadays.
Yeah.
He doesn't even look like Ken anymore. But
I noticed ever since Street Fighter 4, and you can really see it in Street Fighter 5, the characters look way more buff.
right,
Like they're
a little bit
built.
more jacked on steroids, a little bit more Hulk Hogan.
And, it's a little too much in my opinion.
Eh.
I like the slimmer look, like in the past, you know, like the retro Street Fighter games.
Dude, Chun-Li can be as buff as fuck as she wants. Like, as long as she got those sexy thunder thighs, I don't give a shit. But let's move on from some bad news to some amazingly awesome news. We finally got to see about the Crash Bandicoot remaster. And, you know, this is a true remaster. This is like Halo remaster, where it's basically a whole new game, where it's a new engine and everything. It's not just, oh, we upscaled it to 1080p and 60 FPS. No, they basically redid the whole game, and it's a new engine, new everything, 1080p 60.
Yeah. Well, were the original games 60?
No, they were 30.
Were they 30?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's awesome.
They didn't become 60 until the PS2 days.
Oh, really?
Like, PS1, 30 FPS was your fucking shit.
Well, the thing is, I didn't play any Crash games on the PS2.
Dude.
Were they good?
The first one was. After that, it went downhill, man. Like, the first one, Wrath of Cortex, or not Wrath, was it? Yeah, it was Wrath or Revenge of Cortex, where it introduced Crush, was good because it was a beautiful 60 FPS game with beautiful graphics. But after that, it was like,
It declined a little bit.
Yeah, it was just bad, but it looks so good.
And how much is it? $40?
Hey, it's gonna be $39.99 plus tax, depending on where you live, and you get Crash 1, 2, and 3 all fully remastered, 1080p 60. And I'm so excited. I want to play through those games on stream or something.
Yeah.
And it's called the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy.
Yeah, let us know if you actually want us to play through it whenever it comes out, because I want to.
Well, no matter what, I'm gonna fucking do it.
No matter what, okay, we're just gonna do it.
Because I really love Crash Bandicoot. Like,
Right.
I remember I was telling Manny for months, every E3, I'd be like, I just want a new Crash Bandicoot game. I just want a new Crash Bandicoot game. And he gave me shit. He's like, no one fucking wants it. No one fucking wants it. I'm
Oh,
like,
you gotta rub this in his face.
no, and I'm like, dude, this is good. And, you know, I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm still coughing. I'm still very sick, but I'm forcing myself to get through this video. Let's get on to the next subject.
Yeah.
Resident Evil 7.
I have my certain opinions, but what do you think about it?
I think it looks good. You know, yes, it doesn't look like the original Resident Evil games. I will admit that. It does not seem like original Resident Evil, and I almost feel like it's more of a reboot than it is a definitive sequel. Now, the thing for me is, it's better than, 5 and 6. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
At least it's bringing back the horror feel to the game. It's not feeling like a random zombie fighter. It feels like an actual horror game. Like in Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3, you were scared, motherfucker.
Even like 1. Like,
right.
Yeah, they were all scared.
Dude, you were scared of the fucking dogs and the crows and everything.
Because the ambiance. The ambiance was good.
Yeah. And that's the thing is, this game seems creepy as fuck. Yes, it is different. Yes, it is kind of stealing what Outlast did. But is that a bad thing? A little bit. Because we need to see more unique stuff and more each, series having its own thing. But I don't know.
Right. And the thing is, the deal with Resident Evil is that it's always been unique.
Right.
It kind of separated itself from other horror genres, It wasn't like there wasn't any other game that had that was a third-person action horror game that didn't require you to shoot and move at the same time.
Right.
And then Dead Space kind of took hints from Resident Evil. You can still move around and shoot in Dead Space, but it was a lot slower of a game.
Right.
But I think the only reason why they actually had you move and shoot at the same time was because the enemies were super quick.
And, they can move all over the place.
Right.
But the thing with Resident Evil is, after 4, 5 and 6 kind of got a bad rap because they were more focused on action.
Not scary.
Right.
It was just like a generic zombie game at that point. It was just, a generic shoot 'em up third-person zombie game.
Right. And that's how it felt for a lot of people. And for me, I was just like, I want to go back to being scary.
Yeah.
And I'm actually happy, with the way it looks. It's going back to like a small mansion-like feel. Yes, it is like first person. Sorry about that. I'll probably have to cut that out. But it is first person, and yes, you will be able to use VR, which I'm excited for because I do have a PSVR. But I'm actually looking forward to Resident Evil 7. I know that a lot of people are going to have mixed feelings. All I can say is give it a chance. Give it a chance, because if not, if it doesn't do well, it may get the Mega Man treatment. Because remember what happened to fucking Mega Man? Like, Mega Man kind of went downhill, and then Capcom's like, well, fuck all you guys. We're not gonna put this motherfucker in anything.
Exactly. Yeah, like, for me, it looks like a great horror game. I watched demos of it, and it looks really good. It actually looks really scary, and I didn't know there's actual weapons in it. You could actually grab a gun.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, in the trailer, you see dude pulling out a shotgun, it looks like something...
And it looks smooth.
Right.
It actually looks really smooth.
FPS.
But the thing is, it just really bugs me because this has so much potential to be a good horror game, but don't name it Resident Evil 7.
Right, but...
Because it looks like we don't know because the game isn't out yet.
Right.
But so far, it looks like the game has nothing to do with Resident Evil. Why would you put Resident Evil 7 if it has nothing to do with Resident Evil?
Now, here's the thing. This could have something to do with origin kind of story. Now, a lot of people probably would have complained if this was called like Resident Evil Downfall of Umbrella or Resident Evil Homecoming or something like that. Probably people wouldn't have had a problem with this.
But you're naming it like it's a sequel to Resident Evil 6.
And we're going to have to see, because maybe this takes place many years after the situation of Resident Evil 6. Like, I don't know. Like, that's the thing.
Yeah, we don't know.
Because
it's really like nerve-wracking to me because I'm a huge fan of the Resident Evil series.
Right.
And I just want them to be really good because they're like one of not one of the only, but they're one of the many horror games I actually like pre-Resident Evil 5.
Right. Now, Resident Evil 5, I found a fun action game. Resident Evil 6, I never could get through.
No, 6 was boring to me.
Right.
Number 5 actually was pretty fun.
Right.
It wasn't a horror game, but I was just like, okay, this is fun, but I'm not going to play it again.
Right, and it was a good co-op experience, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, if you play that game, make sure you play with a friend.
Yes, definitely. So let's move on to the final news topic, and the big one that everyone in the crowd literally jizzed their pants and fucking creamed the person next to them about.
The main event.
The Last of Us Part 2 reveal trailer. And my god, does it look freaking amazing. It looks absolutely beautiful.
Man, the bar is set really high for Naughty Dog right now.
Well, Naughty Dog never fucks anything up. I swear to God, I don't know a bad Naughty Dog game.
I know.
It's like there are game companies that can't fuck up, and Naughty Dog's one of them.
Uncharted, now The Last of Us, like.
Right. Well, when Crash went downhill is when they passed it on to Activision, which they still own the rights to Crash Bandicoot, but I think Naughty Dog's helping with that.
Good.
So that's the good thing about that. Now, when it comes to The Last of Us 2, they did announce a new Uncharted. But it wasn't a major thing. It's not even starring Nathan Drake. It's like a spin-off game.
Oh, that's probably why. It's just like, eh.
But I forgot to add that in the notes. They are doing a new Uncharted. It looks pretty interesting, but I don't know enough about it yet to really say. But The Last of Us 2, I loved the first game, and I want to replay through it on stream sometime as soon as we're done with all the stuff we're currently on, like Five Nights at Freddy's Sister Location and stuff. But The Last of Us 2, I cannot wait.
Oh, it's going to be so good. We're going to have to play through the first one again.
The game looks so beautiful, and honestly, I think it's a game that, is going to be probably a top contender no matter what, because look at this past year. Nathan Drake was all over the place, and literally every game award show basically was like, oh, game of the year, game of the year, game of the year. Surprisingly, Overwatch wins game of the year.
I highly disagree with
I highly disagree with that. You have to look at the content that comes in the game whenever it comes to game of the year. Does it have single player, multiplayer? What do you get out of your money? Like, that's the main thing for me, is pro-consumer.
And the thing is, Overwatch is not worth $60.
Right, that's why it's
and that's so weird.
Right now, it had two versions come out, remember? It had a $40 version and a $60 version.
Right, PC was $40.
Right.
But console players were kind of screwed.
And, I wasn't very happy with the Video Game Awards this past week. And I felt like Uncharted should have gotten Game of the Year, honestly.
Uncharted, what were the others?
I have no clue. That was the main thing for me, is I just didn't feel like, even though I love Overwatch, I didn't feel like it deserved Game of the Year.
I don't think it's even worth $40, to be honest.
I don't know about that. But
I think 30. 30's fair. I think.
Yeah.
Because it's just multiplayer.
Right, it's just multiplayer.
That's it.
And that's the main thing, is it depends on, how deeply involved you are with the game. But
we're getting off topic.
We're getting off topic. Let's get back to The Last of Us 2. Now, basically what you see in this trailer is, originally Matt thought it was a man. He thought it was...
Oh, yeah, no, because of the shirt she was wearing.
Right, because...
And her... Dude, she's got the manliest fucking hands ever.
Well, dude, if you're in the zombie apocalypse, you're like...
Yeah, I know that, but, like, when she was, like, pulling out her fist, I'm like, I'm gonna fist bump that, dude. Yeah. And then I was like, oh, it's Ellie.
Yeah, and then Joel basically is walking down the hall and just stands in the doorway. You don't really see his face, but just the textures on her face and how well done it was just so nice. It was really crisp, and I cannot wait to see I almost want to get a 4K TV just to play that game, because I hope to God that game's in 4K.
And I'm gonna be pissed if you have to have a PS4 Pro to play that game at 60 FPS.
No. Because you could play the original on the PlayStation 4
on 60 FPS.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this game is, advanced and it has better graphics and everything.
I just really
and
doubt
more demanding.
I just doubt they would really do that. Like, I don't think it would have that much. I think the PlayStation 4 Pro main focus, the main reason why you'd buy it is for 4K. For me, I just want the best, and basically if I ever get a 4K TV, I'll get it. But the thing for me is also I just wanted to give you the old PS4. So
might as well. I mean, honestly.
Yeah.
Because what are you gonna do with it?
Yeah. Honestly, though, I cannot wait to see The Last of Us 2. After the cliffhanger we had in The Last of Us 1, which I'm not going to talk about, I cannot wait to see what they do with the relationship between Joel and Ellie and where it goes from there. But guys, thank you for watching this little recap video about the PlayStation Experience Conference. Honestly, PlayStation is handing Microsoft their ass. Yeah. Like, that's the truth of the matter. Microsoft, you're fucking choking.
Like, yeah, we got... Sony's got Final Fantasy 15 that just came out. They're coming out.
Sony didn't have Final Fantasy 15.
Oh, I know. I keep forgetting that because Final Fantasy, you know, Sony.
Yeah.
It's always been an exclusive, but not anymore.
The thing is that, like, well, it hasn't been an exclusive for a long time, honestly, because we had Final Fantasy 13.
Oh, yeah, 13, yeah.
Yeah, which no one wants to give a fuck about.
Well, yeah, I think it stopped being an exclusive after 12.
Right, after 12 it stopped being an exclusive. But the thing is that basically with me is that I am looking forward to what Sony is going to be doing. I am what is there from Microsoft that I'm really looking forward to?
Like Final Fantasy 7 remakes coming out for, you know, PlayStation, which I'm super excited about. What else? The Last Guardian.
The Last Guardian comes out next week, which I'm going to be checking out.
I don't, like, are there any exclusives coming out for Microsoft?
Halo Wars 2!
But you can get it on PC!
Right. Which you can get it on, well, if you buy it on PC, you get for both.
Right.
Which is cool.
Yeah. But I like that they do that.
Basically, Microsoft blew their load with Gears of War 4 and Forza Horizon. But here's the thing. I'm looking at that lineup, and then I'm looking at this, which Ultimate or Marvel vs. Capcom, I'm sure is going to be PS4 and PC. So that's good. Street Fighter 5, don't give a shit about you. Crash Bandicoot, you know that's going to just be on.
Yeah, honestly, if Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite is good, I'm going to... Oh, dude.
Yeah.
I want to play X so bad.
Right. And like I was trying to say before, I was just coughing up a goddamn lung. Crash Bandicoot, you know that's going to be a PlayStation, you know, exclusive. Yeah. That's something that I'm going to be diehard going into. Resident Evil 7, I'm sure is going to be on Xbox One.
Yeah, it's already been. Yeah, they already said. They already said it's going to be cross-platform.
But the thing with Resident Evil 7 for me that sells me towards Sony is that VR.
VR, right?
The VR, and I have a VR headset, so that's lean towards Sony.
And Microsoft doesn't even have their own headset coming out yet.
And then you also have Uncharted, like I mentioned, which I'm looking forward to. I'm not super an Uncharted fan, but I'm gonna be excited for it because Uncharted 4 was a great game. And then you have The Last of Us 2, which is basically like whenever that game comes out, which is supposed to be, I think, next year or something, it's gonna be a game of the year. You know it, like
contender at least.
Like, at least a contender. Because
The Last of Us got Game of the Year a couple years ago, didn't it?
Yeah. It got Game of the Year, and then they did the remaster and sold the fuck more ton copies. So, it's an insane thing, guys, and I think Sony's going to be leading the way. You know, Microsoft has been winning for the past couple of months in sales, but now the PlayStation experience is over, I'm going to see a boost in Sony, and I guarantee you that is going to happen.
See,
so,
I'm a PC master racist. Master.
Yeah, you just said racist. Yeah,
I'm a PC master racist. And before that, I've always been a Microsoft or a Xbox guy, you know? Right. And I'm way more excited for Sony right now.
Right.
I really am.
And the only thing I'm looking forward to from Microsoft is Halo Wars 2.
And Kingdom Hearts for me, too.
Well, Kingdom Hearts is on both consoles.
Oh, I thought it was on Xbox only. I thought they switched it up.
No, they didn't. It's on both.
Oh, it's all just on both. Okay.
But I'm going to buy it on PlayStation, if anything. Because that's where it feels natural. It doesn't feel right being on fucking Microsoft.
Even though the controller is better, in my opinion.
Right.
The Microsoft or the Xbox One controller is my favorite.
Right, and the thing for me is that I think that this is just going to be a good way to go with Sony. And there was a lot of updates released today. Update demo to Resident Evil 7. There was also a bunch of games like the VR Surgeon Simulator.
Yeah, that looks fun.
The thing is that I'm gonna say this. I've always been a Microsoft guy. Sony's handing your ass, Bill Gates.
Step it up.
Step it up. Yeah. So all right, guys.
Final thoughts.
Yeah.
Do you think Resident Evil 7 will come to PC?
I don't know. I don't know about that. I can't really.
Because that seems like such a good PC game.
I
would love to play that.
But it seems like they almost have. It seems like
because have they even announced what consoles are? Because I think they said it's gonna be on Xbox too.
I've only seen it on PlayStation. Like I'm gonna have to do a little research, but like if anything, I almost feel like they have that same exclusivity deal, like they do with like the fighting games, with them. Maybe to go to just PC like that, because really. We haven't gotten a lot of Capcom games over on Xbox recently. So, I don't know.
I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know, because we don't even have a Street Fighter on fucking Xbox One. I'm not even kidding you. This is a interesting time to be a fighting game player. Like,
no wonder a lot of the fighting community isn't on PS4.
Well, a lot of the fighting game community is on PS4, but the problem is that, like, we don't. The problem is that Street Fighter 5 is a clusterfuck, and I refuse to support Street Fighter 5. But when it comes to like, I'm gonna look into Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, and if it's good, I'll support it. But if not, it's gonna get a pass, and I'm gonna go and play my Crash Bandicoot. So, all right, everyone, let's wrap up this video. So, thank you guys for watching. If you guys like this video, go ahead and leave a like. If you dislike it, go ahead and leave a dislike. If you guys have any opinions, comments, suggestions, leave them down in the comment section down below. But as always, guys, GamerJlee Insane Matt signing out.
Bye, guys.